Hello, my name is Renuka Chhabra. Welcome to my LifePage. Today we would be speaking about training teacher, be a teacher trainer. But before that, I would like to give a brief introduction about myself. I did my graduation from Delhi University and followed by a B.Ed and then an M.A. and then an M.Ed. I have been a teacher for more than 2 decades and then I became a teacher trainer. I have taught students all over the country of all ages, and then I ventured into training, the most sought and needed area in the field of education, that is teacher training. In India, to be a teacher trainer, it is mandatory to do your master's in education, whereas all over in the developed countries, this master's degree in education is not a mandate to be a trainer in the education. Name suggests it is all about training teachers. Now, a very simple question is, when teachers do their B.Ed, that is Bachelor's in Education, that degree itself ensures and certifies that they are teachers. Then what is this new thing called training? Like in every profession, be it a lawyer or a doctor or a management or in administration, one degree doesn't last you for a lifetime, whereas in education it does. Needs have been realized and the thought processes are changing. It's very expensive to train teachers, but people have. For example, the first one would be pedagogical skills. Everybody knows what to teach because there are books available in the market. A teacher's strength doesn't lie in knowing everything because knowledge is changing every day and it's now available everywhere. Click of a mouse and everything is in front of you. Google Zindabad. But the biggest challenge happens when children know more than you in the classroom. Then how do you convey that so that they learn and that learning is lifelong? And this forms a very important part called pedagogical skills. And this is what a trainer needs to know. And a teacher trainer primarily needs to have a very effective communication skill. Now, communication skill does not mean that you have to have a very command over a particular language. Communication is, as it is said, it is 70% not words and only 30% is communicated through words. A good trainer has to have command over language, but more so command over its body language. You convey a lot through your gestures and your posture. And this field of training is for those who believe in being the change and bringing in the change. So a trainer primarily is a change agent. So if you have been troubled by what is happening in the education today or in the past, or you have been affected by it, or you want to bring in the change and there are newer ideas that you want to implement, training is the field for you. Teacher trainer. Without saying that every coin has two sides, so there are challenges to this field, training is an expensive bet. That is why the certification process had been started in developing countries like ours, whereas developed countries have accepted the licensing model and continuous learning programs. Our country will take a lot of time. So a trainer today with this mindset, when you are freelancing and you are independent, you approach schools, there's a lot of resistance because these private schools do not want to spend money on training. Trainer has a flexibility of choosing various models to be a trainer. If you're attached to a school or an organization, it's like a 9-to-5 job. But if you're a freelancer and you choose to pick up schools of your own choice or colleges of your own choice, there are various models in that too. There is a very common way of imparting training, which is called the workshop model. These workshops could last for about 8 to 10 hours in a day with a break of 2 hours. And the assessment of your learning is ongoing. It is not that end of the workshop you're giving them a test, but again, this flexibility is left to the trainer depending on the context and the topic you are choosing. For example, if you're choosing classroom management, now these are all case-based studies. They are case studies. So you can give them assignments to do at home and discuss them, or they can post these assignments back to you online. But generally, a trainer has to be physically very fit with a very loud and clear voice, so that because you have to stand on your toes for at least 8 to 10 hours a day, and sometimes grant that you have been blessed with a good teacher. But if you have regrets that you could have been somewhere and you could not, that is the time to take the challenge and be a trainer, so that you can affect more teachers, so that more students can benefit from it. Thank you very much. Have a good day.